Hello, this is Barbara Loraine, and this is the Content Challenge with Gary V, Part 5, Putting It into Action. In this video, I'll talk about putting the content strategy plans into action. As a reminder, the 3 types of pillar content are videos, articles, and podcasts. I'll talk a bit more about each of those, and I'll share details about how I'm starting my podcast. To drive traffic to those, I'll use memes, GIFs, and ultimately TikTok videos and Tumblr. First things first, there are decisions to make about what's best in terms of social media and content marketing for me and my business. Indeed, with the changes because of the pandemic, I'm rethinking all my business and promotional strategies. In the Content Challenge, there's a lot to learn about how to set up and implement every single element along the way. Regarding social media, I'm slowly but surely upgrading my accounts so I will be able to drive traffic from everywhere to my videos, articles, and podcasts. In case you're wondering, this is a full-time job. For now, I post videos and articles on my website blog page, other pages on my website, on successcenter.com, on joybusinessjournal.com. I'll post my podcasts weekly on my website podcast page and at Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, and Spotify. I plan on posting memes and or GIFs or GIFs each day, 4 to 5 days a week. On Twitter, from 20 to 50 posts, Facebook 1 to 5, Instagram 1 to 5, LinkedIn 1 to 2. Regarding videos, everyone's goals and experiences are different. I started with videos as the first pillar that my content strategy rests on. For me, and I think for many people, video is the best place to start. Once you've got the outline of what you're going to include, you do the filming, audio, and editing, production. Once you've got all those done, you post. Since video is a favorite way to consume content, it improves your exposure, and mine, immediately. Now, a 10-minute video takes me about 12 to 20 hours to produce in Keynote. But while I'm at it, I end up with memes and the start of GIFs. So, it all takes time. Regarding articles, articles take a while to transcribe from video and to format. Plus, editing the articles takes time. Google penalizes redundant content, so you must change your article for each place you post it. You don't have to change it completely, but enough to make Google happy. Editing, formatting, and posting articles on my blog or other sites takes close to an hour per article. I think LinkedIn will be a very worthwhile place for me to post articles, but first I need to update my LinkedIn page. Podcasts. Simple, but not quick. In the last segment, I talked about podcasts, and we'll do that more now. It sounds like you just make a recording and post it, right? Well, it's simple enough, but it's not as easy as all that. As with many of the other items involved in this challenge and in life, it takes more time than I expected. In this video, I'll talk more in detail about what's required for podcasts. The first step for me is to plan my podcast website page. Here's a sample podcast page, beingboss.club. You can tell immediately that it's 2 women talking about creatives in business. Their podcast site is their website. The navigation is simple with an email sign-up form, free offers, and a book. They offer lots of helpful resources, a community, and shareable posts for Pinterest and Twitter. I learned some things about what I want to do on my podcast from looking at theirs. Newsflash: extreme repurposing. I said in the last video that I could turn some of my children's songs into books. Well, I got the first one done. Boom. Why did I do that? Because I can, and because people need the message. In fact, I've started a new book series for kids from 2 to 102 because these messages are for everyone. What have you got that can do double duty or more as content and providing value that you can share or as a product? Back to podcasts. On the website podcast page, before I record my podcast, I'll build the website page that will hold all my podcast episodes. Why do the web page first? So I make sure to keep the look and feel of my brand consistent. Always be branding. If you don't know it already, I have 2 personas. Barbara Loraine, here on business, which is not my business, not my real business, and GGB Club, which is. I do not want to confuse my community, hence the "my other hat is a tiara" tagline on my Barbara Loraine site. That said, I'm thinking about offering an online class for writing children's books and songs. Back to your podcast. Give them reasons to say yes to joining your community/list. Include a sign-up form to add visitors to your email newsletter list. As a sign-up incentive, include a valuable gift. Include shareable memes and GIFs on your page. Link to your social media. Add those that are relevant to your audience. I'll add 2 social media lists, one for Barbara Loraine on business, the other for GGB Club. The plugin asks for information and other items which are also required by the host and/or directories. Google does search podcast information, so use keywords. Add branding in each element. Podcast title should be attention-getting. Add a tagline for interest. Podcast artwork should attract and be 3,000 by 3,000 pixels. Podcast description should appeal to listeners' interests. Show notes for each episode tempt visitors to actually listen. Driving traffic. Use memes to drive traffic to the sites where you post your videos, articles, and podcasts. Create your own memes with your branding and add the link to your content on the meme. That link is not clickable, so you also add the clickable link in the comment section of the meme you post. This drives interested traffic to your content. If they aren't interested in what you offer, they won't click the link. Organize memes into category folders. Label them so that you know what the content of each meme is. Include a note of what the site is that contains the video, article, or podcast. Begin with the end in mind. I love that quote by Stephen Covey. It leads all my actions. Where I want to end up informs my decisions on how I'll do my podcast. As Barbara Loraine, I provide value for individuals and businesses. The biggest market for my GGB Club business is groups that are involved with kids, and of course also moms and dads and grandparents. Barbara Loraine is GGB. Or is it the other way around? GGB provides inspiration, learning, and self-esteem, all with fun for kids, so individuals and groups can fulfill their missions by joining with me. As GGB, my other hat really is a tiara. But as Barbara Loraine on Small Business, I provide business talk, interviews, and more for reaching success and fulfillment. My podcast is one of 3 types of content where people can find me, love me, and join me. It's the same for you. Choice and to-dos. There's a lot to think about before you even record your podcast, and lots to do once you begin. What will the focus of your podcast be? Which host will you use? How will you record your podcast? What gear and software will you use? How will you edit? Which directories will you post to? You might want to review the video number 4, which also talks about podcasts. In summary, in this video, I talked about how I'm putting the content strategy plans into action, beginning with building more content. It all takes time. I'm building 3 types of content: video, articles, and now podcasts. To drive traffic to those, I'll use memes, GIFs, later TikTok videos, and later Tumblr articles. Why bother with all of this work? As I mentioned in a previous video, I'm moving time away from creating content for my GiGi products to do this content strategy challenge. Why would I bother doing that? Because it doesn't matter if you're the best if they don't know you exist, if they don't know where to find you. Content marketing, social media marketing drives traffic so that they know about you and they can find you. This has been the Content Challenge video number 5 with Barbara Loraine, also known as GiGi. If you appreciated this information on this video, please give it a like and, of course, subscribe. And for now, again, this is Barbara Loraine. Peace out. And I'd be remiss if I didn't make a few acknowledgments at this point. Rock Christopher at successcenter.com, Jeanette Joy at joybusinessjournal.com, and a very special thanks to Gary V. He actually inspired me to do the turning my song into a book. And oh, by the way, that book was done in about under 20 hours. Under 20 hours, probably between 10 and 20 hours. Oh my gosh. Thanks again, Gary V.